That's why Ghana must not die. And that's why the international community also has a strong eye on Ghana. That no, our democracy cannot fail. Until Obi Opese will be say or minor because of Niaope. Debbie. Once they are very sure that you have no real reason to destroy the country, so they say you should go and sign the peace pact. Let them sign the peace pact and let us have this election. And at the end of the day, Nyankopon ebechen it to me. But like we are saying, Ghanaians know what they want: character, message, and the attributes of the person. And if somebody gives it to them, because what John Mahama is forgetting to accept is that, I mean, for example, debate here, then now no, you can say, Baumia is not your level. Charlie, level, man. The level was given to you by Ghanaians. That level you're talking about, presidency, it was given to you by Ghanaians. It was given to you by Ghanaians and by grace. By grace. So if you have gotten there, and the debate is not about Baumia, the debate is about us Ghanaians. The people, was our level, na institution be say, Yejuma on behalf of South Ghana for. Say, come and speak to Ghanaians. Udia will say only Baumia enya debate in Amoye. Yeah. Into Baumia enya will level. Again, Ghana for now did attempt. Because that level we gave it to you. And on December 7th, Ghanaians will decide who they will give that level to.
Koku, I don't know, sir. US are saying now cannot say a man for anti. A lot of people are sending me messages say US statement. I mean, this is what you movie now.
No, the United States Embassy in Ghana issued a press release yesterday.
Oh yeah.
That's the one I'm talking about.
Okay. I'm saying
yes, the press release.
Okay.
Yeah. So but you have it.
I have it.
Yeah. So you read it to them.
You see,
cautioning that anybody who wants to any group of people want to destabilize the democracy of Ghana,
including individuals.
Mainly individuals. Yeah. And that it's not got anything to do with the general public.
No.
But specific individuals.
Yes.
And those specific individuals are political actors, including former President Mahama.
Yes.
And I am saying he was in the US last week. He was invited for this same purpose. And it was after that this statement was issued by the US Embassy here in Ghana. And so nobody is going to allow Ghana to bend. No. Not for political expediency.
Yes.
You can go and do that. Douse yourself in some petrol and burn yourself. But as for Ghana, you will not be allowed to burn Ghana.
More. Koku.
Yes,
thanks for coming.
Charlie, thanks for having me.
Okay, great.
Enjoy the rest of the
one day, that's Papa Koku Anyidoho. Opinion.
Abujan for Yamamunina Aquaba Sunko Ediba RAZ Media GH on YouTube. Abujan, and then you didn't send Fufro and a Bremo. Nina said, Koku Anyidoho, the former secretary of the NDC, Edin Sembi Abetua Bonten. Koku Anyidoho Osansoye, the CEO of Atamis Institution. Edin Sembi Nabegua Bontan. I will say, Menonina, Yenche, na Yenti. The Omani Nina say NDC campaign has been very violent since a long time. And for this matter, and for this reason, the international embassies, the American embassy, UK embassy, any other international embassies or more Ghana, as make a statement to be our more John Mahama to get away from any violence and any violence campaign comments. And I'm also according to Koku Anyidoho, America and Kasano. I invited John Mahama Manako America, Mama Command and warning say, Papa, won't to trust him now who didn't want my no yate. Ain't ma warning pa. Say, wouldn't him na one yai and some phone out to Ghana, my no more would do or honor to trust him now. Yen America for you, we are to me now. Ye best is your visa. Ye best is your passport. Ye mount visa and feel manum cover be a wo any obusian phone. Ain't is a unima to Americana Sanko Wachi. na co-sign the peace agreement with all the other political parties in the country. Mimi ansam no mu dɔɔso na yɛnkɔ nkotie nsɛm a Kwaku Anyidoho ɛde ɛto abɔnten ewie a yɛbɛsen aba kyerɛ wadwen ɛwɔ comment section box wo.
Sure. Said na bibisa no.
Yes.
Deɛ na aba, deɛ na asesa.
Amofa. Mre Dania, now what Dania will be.
Sure.
Times have changed. Times have changed from 1992. I started Saudi away. And personalities. I just have in front of me the recent Afro Barometer report released by CDD.
Kokuma minka we me ho video bi say okọ Galamsey site.
Yes.
Ye bedi sa nkomo no.
Wonderful.
Right.
Until we Afro Barometer report by CDD. October 25th, 2024 year he released here. Now, among the key findings, and they said, what will influence voters' choice? The three things that top the list: the candidate's honesty, the candidate's character, campaign promises.
Udu character no stress hopa.
Attributes. Now the list, a religious faith.
I see.
Yeah. The second list, a candidate's ethnicity.
For 2024.
For 2024, it was just released on the 25th, 4 days ago. I see Ghana for Dudono, Abano ye betono. Sebe, enye osum, anase bebia u free, kasa na okano, ene yan Ghana for. Yesi GDA, I want nipanimu, the odeba, the attributes of the individual. God being so good. Me see this particular 2024 elections, God has been so good in so many ways. And he said, after 32 years of the Fourth Republican dispensation, NDC MPP, Chimupe.
16.
Oko parliament na 137. Was a Chimupe my war.
Kogua kasem there.
I'm telling you. What Chimupe we know now, the two political parties, MPP
and DC.
Sorry, MPP and DC. What have they done? They both have notness as flag bearers.
Wow.
That's what God has done for the 2024 elections. After 32 years. And say yeah NDC for and those days you see base be a base. Notness, Nizungos and Evers. Today the MPP has also taken a northern candidate. So the dynamics have changed. It will to me in Volta region and Kokaze, oh, I am the northern candidate and this other political party, Omumpe notness. And in Volta for Munkai and Ribi Chemu.
Kokumitia yana so yankopo diaba a level playground.
Level. And I keep saying, say, so after 32 years, the next level and I'm not surprised that a CDD Afro Barometer report is saying this. It's not about even NDC, MPP any longer. You see, the candidate, the honesty, the character, and the promises. No. Now, what are the people bringing to the table? Suddenly, baby, Dr. Baumia Bekubia. Say ya himfo, say ya imamfo, say ya asofo, say your opinion leaders. All you keep hearing is that Mr. Vice President, 8 years here, obedi abadiche, until corruption sembia. We admire your humility. Okasa, eyehwam, abadaye kasa, ahumbrasiye kasa.
Unim kasa.
Ubra using Mahama school anthem from Gambaga to Accra, from Uyosu to Kita, just all over Ghana, you are hearing the same message coming from church leaders, religious leaders, what do you call it? Chiefs,
imams.
And are they being paid across the nation to say the same thing? No. It is the attributes, the personal attributes. A Volta sema yeke. Nanu ye hunyanyese bakufo akonjo na ubi nezie. President Mahama called the same Volta regime. After he left Volta regime, ehun sem net saying, ahimfu ebufu yi. Ye tete nsema omo kan ye. Se omo abodwa omo twen no, otwi fa omo so. Se ono call the background, ahimfu no pa omo bra the background. And for the first time since 1992, ahimfu openly expressed their anger. Said nobody should take them for granted. That people shouldn't take them for granted. People shouldn't take their loyalty for granted. Ebani saying. That is it. So when you are doing that, and maybe in the past they say, oh, Rollins, not pay, notness, Muslim for today, God has given another candidate from that part of the region, and the chiefs and the opinion leaders are seeing the difference. Say, unyakuma e obai ono de oye ni time so oba okoto yen oba sebe also oda fam obeda fam me paucho ewo mu friend is ahomaso bi anim. So if people are warming up to him at 9:30 10:30 in the night omu tweno because omu nim say osi obeba no matter how late it is he will come. That is the integrity they're talking about. And this is the CDD report saying that the candidates' attributes, the character, are critical. Then the campaign promises, the consistency. Send me say, sa digitalization, me the transformational and transgenerational agenda be back. Say baby, I away after 32 years. As for hospital, there, ye BCB, akwan ye be school down be fine, but there for front ye move the whole national agenda to a different level. And he said, me say, and we are see away. Abefu efidie de yejuma no. I am creating a certain system. Why? There's poverty in the US. There's poverty everywhere. There's unemployment. There's housing problems. There are Trumps. Shadow na Trump, we send them. But we know the Trumps. Omoda train station, the bus station. Omo bropoto. Can you please pay a penny? Can you please pay a penny? Yes, you call a movie. So it is everywhere. But what makes those societies click and say there are fundamental systems in place. Even about me, I say odeba. Sa credit rating, scoring, I'm for this. But that's what people live on abroad. Or nam look at a credit card base a 5. Or do I know we use cashless system. But because you are credit worthy, you can even eat into your future earnings.
Yeah.
They say once and they say enjoy your credit worthiness while you are alive. Electronic buses, NABA. No more cash system. This time now Osafono, kita bag. Obeji sikana tum osifri bus no. The open on this sikana here no. You say after you must get a card to say abroad. If it's a weekly bus pass, a monthly bus pass, you buy it. If you enter and you don't have the bus pass, you use Mumu. The conductor will move or Nodi Mumu Ejisika. All those systems are being created for effective revenue mobilization. So, and there's a generation coming, Gen Z for no. We can't take them out. It is a maybe a Voltaire, Papa, be wife and Rollins, Oninti. There's a generation, 2-3 generations that don't know Rollins. Rollins left in 2000, yes, sir. So 24 years ago, Rollins was not president. So there are 2 generations that don't identify with Rollins. And quite a number of the first-time voters in these elections, especially in a certain age category, don't know Rollins. They've only heard the name.
Yeah.
They didn't.
Yeah.
It is almost a Volta region. And you see Rollins free Volta region, no problem. But before God and man, what the eye is seeing, what the ear is hearing, is what they are associating with. So we are associating with new technology. Say Obidi, way back, making life easy for everybody. So for them, that's what they are looking at. It is a mujina fakon. Now, monsieur, traditionally, even in the US, go and look. So-called in certain states where it is supposed to be for Democrats, Republicans are taking it, and vice versa. So there's nothing. Society is not static. It's yet the Volta region here, and what a lot of the young people are saying, and no crane yo mohino. Sakasane say yet better. In a certain way, no. There's a young generation. In fact, way back 2016, the revolution started when I was deputy general secretary. So that was 2016. Nanado the buy.
Yes.
Look, the revolution in the Volta region started way back in 2016. Yes. A group of youth who just decided that no, they are not going to follow the status quo. And the numbers have grown. Apart from that, the NPP has learned from the NDC. Oh, in so many ways.
Okay.
Look, and can it in NPP for your crockesia politics? Edi ye dede. And now you tisi ekowurenum.
Yeah.
Until we ye crockesia. Go, we know where we get our votes from. The NPP has sat down and said that there be Emre Dani Humbi. So yes, they have now entered the hinterlands. So the drip machines that are going to every district, the Agenda 111, the free education, the schools going to the hinterlands. And now you people have decided that you know how to do local politics. Because you have learned from us. Now IPAC, now 12 political parties. The NDC, the remaining 10. Everybody seemed to be towing a particular line, which was not in the interest of the NDC. In the past, such small parties, no, na yena ekura omo, aden, because they may be a tremu. You say, NDC, I call IPAC, I call all those political parties, omo huya, yen chomudi free akratani, yen chomudi inti ebuefu se, I boycott IPAC. Now no yen is call back. So when you go back, you think that they are going to warm up to you. But in the past, here in the Nikita Butchers Association, Hairdressers Association, Organizers Association, one Association, we created all those small groups. This is NDC, friend is Buka Party, and I said we don't have intellectuals.
Now after Professor Mills, nobody doom so be goose and human.
Doom so after Professor Mills. Well, whoever took over did that. Under Professor Mills, there was no doom so.
No.
Exactly. But the point I'm making is that the dynamics have changed, the times have changed, and people are rethinking associations and building new alliances. It is a whole region be war. And John Mahama said something in the Volta region. And Mekoho, and now people are doing the analysis or can say or say Volta for a car, the volume of votes and Kamunya World Bank.
Yeah, he said it.
Yeah.
He said it.
Muya World Bank because compared to the other regions, no. Muna ye ba NDC ni MPP margins, no. Mude mu be gap no.
Yeah.
But it's not the volume of votes.
Yeah. He said it.
And that is a big slap in the face.
I tell you, he said it.
That is a big slap in the face. Because if you're talking about Voltarian votes, even up to the north, Voltarians are there. Go to the central region, Voltarians are there. Go to eastern region, Voltarians are there. Go to Bonahafo, the cocoa farms, everywhere you find water bodies. Go and check the number of Voltarians who are around the
belt. Who extended on not just a region, but the entire
so
country.
If you go to the Volta region and after all these years in politics, you are looking at only the geographical space called Volta. Now, who do you try and pour? So, volume of votes and kamu nibi. It's just the margin. Amudi BT MPP or region. I think you're from a World Bank. In that same conversation, you are admitting, say, MPP has grown its percentage in the Volta region from single digit now to almost 15%. Good. It is because of some of these utterances. Masa unyi ya men say it. Until when we now wako na MPP for borem no more loopholes no bunde nemu edi nemu na say baumia ba. That's the kind of reception you get in Keta, in Anglo, in Ho, everywhere from Hohwe or strategically Hohwe. Why not? Strategically, that's the only city they have in the region.
Yes.
So a bird in hand. Bobo, no one answer. Answer na what yes in. So you can see that the MPP is doing some very serious scientific engagement. So they started from Hohwe just to honor Amewu and to honor their voting base in Hohwe and say no Mustati Esani Ebafem. That's how you play the politics. It's just about massaging egos. Massaging egos. That's all Rawlings used to do. Rawlings, Ekon 1990, Nima got them. It was just to associate. Yeah. Oko Ashama. Just to associate. It's about association, oh. But if you think that you not associate because you were born to rule at all cost, and I heard a very disturbing advert today talking about this same, that today NDC can run an ad and go after Fulanis.
Yes, they are doing it.
That today NDC, Jerry Rawlings NDC, Fulani for Kaya, Obiaka, I
want to attack you. I want to say, Fulani, any first lady.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
And it's John Mahama saying that as the leader of the party, he's condoning all these messages. Because I've been director of communications before for a campaign. And the adverts that we used to run, I used to vet every advert. I'm telling you. And the flag bearer, as much as possible, they are made to manage and sana akono, made the man manage. When I tell people that myself, I even went into the studio, the main theme song,
yes,
I use you sometime Lenya Padi.
Yeah.
All other gods. It was a hit song. So I spoke to Lenny Akpadi. I said, look, I want to use your theme song, but I'll put my own words in it. Nankasa words, no.
Yeah. So song
and I went into a studio. Odoko Junction. Jonathan Mills, he's a man of peace. He's the obvious choice. There is none like him. Atta Mills, he's the best choice. Atta Mills, Oman Penny Fofro. Atta Mills, I did that myself as the head of communications. That's how involved I was in to the base. Today, look at what is happening. They are running all kinds of ads, and today we, NDC, will be insulting Fulani people that they are strangers.
Yes.
I mean, what is happening to the NDC?
Sad.
Honestly, this is Joy Rawlings' NDC. Say let everybody come under the umbrella. And listen now, Intina John Mahama maybe a trade to Miko Jinawa. I swear, say MPP will never make a not flag bearer.
Yeah.
You were so sure. So that space was your space. You have occupied that space till eternity. Who did northern flag no? And the MPP said, "Oh, we'll prove you wrong." So now the MPP has brought a northerner. So that space is not for you alone, John Mahama. And he said, "Oh, Hamo, because you don't occupy that space. It's not for you alone. A younger brother has entered." So now the competition, the thing is open. It is open now. And I keep saying at the last count, who the three northern regions no boom at the last count, northeast, 6 seats, northern proper, 18 seats, any savannah, 7 seats, Ninyina 31 seats. The MPP currently in the current parliament, back in parliament now, or say no. MPP has 16 seats. And NDC we have 15 seats. Well, that one, yes. So that is what it looks like when Baumia was only running mate.
And now he's the flag bearer.
Now he's the flag bearer. So the kind of campaign the MPP is doing is what we did in 2008. A four-pronged approach. Atamos Nama, Rawlings Nama,
yeah.
Mahama also Hanum baby, not party headquarters for so nam baby. The MPP has moved it notches higher. And when I, as a political analyst, I sit and I do my analysis and I comment like this, You say Nemema Dani MPP. Master, I am only respecting the fact that something that we used to do before, another party has taken it and moved it notches higher. Best practices. 2208 near door to door, house to house, na MPP force reign. By 2016, Akufo-Addo no namfem edum kalipo.
Yes.
Door to door. That time na Mahama kofa celebrities. Celebrities na Akufo-Addo Luzu 08 no. And Mahama kofa e. And or dey the campaign. Luzu poto.
Na so Koku hu ya da no wanka.
Master who can I was deputy general secretary. Ma dey no can you see president no your pen oye. And no oda hu here up to now. The pen oye. Yentunofo onfa. So everybody around him is worshiping the king. At least I keep saying that President Mills called me to serve. My association with NDC there, Makaka, is from my growing up in Bemakam,
yes,
Rawlings.
Yes.
But talking about subsequently, President Mills called me to serve. I had no option to serve, but to serve. Owieye and Mahama didn't want me in executive. I went to the party headquarters. The party gave me a mandate. So I had no option but to serve the party. Today, they say Mahama stood at trade fair and made sure that I will not become general secretary. No problem. We've moved on in life. So I'm no longer a party executive. So let the party executives do what some of us used to do in the past. Now some of us are free atoms. And we can do broader analysis. Institute and propaganda Mahama. He didn't set up the institute for me. I set up the institute myself. So over what happened in the Volta region, or they call Oti. Oti they crash in Volta there no. Said ne Oti ahimfo.
Kokuma we so asem say nka wo the Atamels Institute propaganda. How will you feel?
I don't think that President Mills would have been his spirit or his soul would have been happy with me. No, because this whole institute foundation thing, it was something that he and I were discussing. After 8 years, naming Sobenya 8 years, after 8 years, let's do something that will be above party politics and change the narrative. Ebini say medical nante takwa.
Yababa sa asem so. But biya so enche kwa ansa de yasan ba oti said ye esi no. Me hu video bi na wa abonten na wo takwa ne ade. Ade na inform de na do ko.
Amofa sa galamse nkomo yae. Onse Ajo completely.
Ajo.
But time na ehuru oja no so no. And they say yes, organized labor say omo be cause strike indefinite. Nyankopon adum on the eve omo so munkobium. And now you talk for this omo rebels omo de ombeko. And they say ne omo so mejai. Ayi sorry phobi say omo ko prayer walk because Galamsey became the river bodies became an issue and we agree. But you task force strike now almost say abai NG all mining licenses, all small scale mining licenses must be revoked without question. And they say because if you be a mensa wom now no yawa and now you task for nankasa lecture baku for me for be omo ho ba asem. I heard the stories on BBC and Al Jazeera, and then did that take the license from all university teachers? In fact, the teachers involved, young Abako and on the UTAC president, University of Ghana. If you be a men's home, but does that bring the roof down? So how can we sit for university teachers to just say and block all small scale mining licenses? And this time they call takwa.
Oh, sex for grace in one semi.
Well, of course, that's aside Ghana for the man. Yes.
Yeah.
Because if you are we have quack doctors, proper doctors, quack lawyers, proper lawyers, even the media, quack media personnel, proper ones. Even the angels, we have fake quack angels. And so what is this business that because some people are the people who are disturbing the water bodies, let's look for them and punish them. But that doesn't mean that those who are doing responsible mining, we should just take their licenses away because of politics. In fact, I've even heard that some 3 MDC legislators say that they are going to, they are working on a private members bill to ban all mining in forest reserves. And I've been laughing because they passed the laws in Parliament, and I'm just holding in my hands
Koso.
Republic of Ghana, Act 703 of the Parliament of the Republic of Ghana, entitled the Minerals and Mining Act 2006. An act to revise and consolidate the law relating to minerals and mining and to provide for connected purposes. Date of assent 22nd March 2006. Enacted by the President and Parliament. Amufa.
Koso.
Section 17 of this act. Water right.
Koso.
Or say, subject to obtaining the requisite approvals or licenses under the Water Resources Commission Act 1996, Act 522, till a holder of a mineral right may, for the purposes of or ancillary to the mineral operations, obtain, divert, impound, convey, and use water from a river, stream, underground reservoir, or water course within the land, the subject of the within the land, the subject of the mineral right. All this is saying is that apparently the people touching our water bodies are operating under our own constitution. Because the constitution says, Act 703 of 2006, water right, section 17, that subject to the obtaining the requisite approvals or licenses under the Water Resources Commission Act 1996, Act 522, a holder of a mineral right may, for purposes of or ancillary to the mineral operations, obtain, divert, impound, convey, and use water from a river, stream, underground reservoir, or water course within the land, the subject of the mineral right. So if we sat in Parliament in 2006,
Act, yeah,
and we made this act, so what are they doing in Parliament making noise? So the whole Parliament, he was minority leader at the time this act was approved, and also our Parliament. So CSOs, this is what we should be doing. University lecturers, UTAG, this is what you should be looking at, not join the frenzy and the political noise. Give us proper discourse, then we open up the debate. So some of us I went all the way even to UMAT, University of Mines and Technology in Takwa, only to discover that is the only mining university in the whole of West Africa. I never knew. So Ghana, our UMAT is the only mining university
in West Africa.
The whole of West Africa.
Yeah.
This is the kind of resource that we have as a nation. Into UTAC for no more strike, no. Why didn't you contact your colleagues at UMAT? But the point is that's why I went. And glory be to God, as we have opened up the discourse now, UTAC has rescinded this decision, and that they are going back to the classroom to teach our children. Wonderful. Amofa, Atamus Institute, if we have been able to push the discourse, that at least now we've calmed the tempest. Those 3 MPs who say that they are going to move a private member's bill for us to ban mining in all the forest reserves, do they know that is where all the gold is in Ghana? That way back to the colonial era, the white man and the slavery mentality, they demarcated those forest reserves, knowing that is where the bulk of the gold is. That even after colonialism, that they knew that they will go and come back with what Kwame Nkrumah called neo-colonialism, and they will come back to the forest reserves, and that's what we are seeing. So the Anglo gold, they are in our forest reserves. So if you go and pass, populist politics, go and pass the private members bill, then we stop all mining in Ghana. So we are just in a hurry to score cheap political points. In today, we are not getting to the core of the matter. So, if we want to get to the core of the matter, we must demonstrate, we citizens must now demonstrate to Parliament and go and get Bagbin and his parliamentarians to look at Act 703 and tell us that why did Parliament pass this act that people can touch our waterways in the course of their mining. It is so if the big mining concessions can touch the water bodies. Now, small boys so touch water bodies in the so wrong is wrong is wrong is wrong. And right is right is right is right. But let's open up the debate and the discourse. It will be Samia.
Down, echo baby, a Jumedian. Oh,
yes. I'm telling you. Look, there was a community mining scheme in Takwa proper. Then there was Johnson mining, Mohammed Brothers mining concession, and Diakete mining concession, all in Takwa. They are all doing underground mining. They are not doing surface mining. Responsible mining. So you find the shafts going underground, bringing the ore out. You see the crushes, they are crushing, going through all the processes and the safety standards. Now, in all these concessions, there's no river body.
I see.
So they're not touching any water body. They are getting water from underground.
They have their own wells.
They have exactly. Pumping
And they recycle.
They recycle, tell you. They pump it back into what they call, the technical term is the tailings. Yeah. They send the water back into the tailings, recycle, and bring back. They're not touching anybody's water body. So how do Jampo and his group sit in Accra and say, those people also, they should take their license? And one concession alone was employing at the surface of it 4,000 workers. Do the mathematical extrapolation. 4,000 plus the. And the beautiful thing is that because these people are doing responsible mining, they are now in touch with UMAT. At one particular concession, I think Johnson, 30 UMAT students are on internship.
I see.
You get me? 30 UMAT students are on internship. Because the big concessionaires will not take the people for internship. So it's this small scale mining companies that are taking our boys.
From your understanding of
look, South politics now big city politics. Say kasa ubiate. Into young and compare the real, talk to the real, what do you call it, stakeholders in the matter. But we take decisions in Accra. That is what is worrying us. So I went and I met the stakeholders. We had discussions. Oh yeah, we went. Okay.
Okay.
Luckily, we went at a time that UMAT also had invited CSOs for their 12th anniversary alumni lecture.
Okay.
Apart from Atamus Institute and another CSO, all the other they did not win in Kraonia. They were not there. Omanko. And a lot of these CSOs are fronting for foreign interests. They are fronting for foreign interests. In fact, what we picked up on the ground is that some of the big concessionaires are the ones who are clamoring.
Okay, so I'm fronting for foreign interests.
Oh,
okay.
Some mining, small scale mining.
Okay.
Na ye akesifuno aye ye yamanonefo adwumano ye nkwa ye betu agudie no na Ghana form free sa industry no. So people are in Accra and they are singing to certain tunes. We are a local based a CSO, and we say we talk for Ghanaians. President Mills was a Ghanaian, a former president. We say we want to be part of this system. Better Ghana no start here no. Oko ba ye binum ye nyankoye. So that's what we are doing.
Back to voter region, any OT, OT voter region.
And let me just use this opportunity. I went on my own volition, but in the process, God being so good, the MP for Takwa,
okay,
Honorable Mrekuduka, happened to be around And when he heard that I was around, then he happens to be a deputy minister also in charge of mines. God being so good. So he was wearing a double cap as the representative of the people and also a deputy minister in the mining sector. It just made my work much more easy. That, look, I'm here in your this too. Okay, oh, Penny, if this is why you are here, why? Let's go together so you can go and see. And apparently one of the concessions that we went to, that was the first time he too was going to that concession.
Okay.
You understand? So it was a learning a tour for all of us. It opened our eyes to so many things. And the people kept thanking us. And so when you sit in Accra and for political expediency, as a mining, and the people who are doing the responsible mining are saying that we are prepared to help fight the ones who are doing the illegal one. Because you see, lecture back, what could the Legon? You should close down Legon. I mean, what kind of logic is that? It doesn't work that way.
107.1 boiling point so any na memo Kokoko Anyidoho nyina ho kakra na Central Region communication director or Central Region memo akwaba ora Isaac Mensa akwaba
yeja oniamufa
boko de
yankopon adom na mompa boko
okay that's say wadwan e enche mesa Volta Region or Kokoko Anyidoho na Central Region what to say
yankopon adom amufa nyamal godo kwam
okay
bibiara yari biara no yeye towards December 7th mumunida today so no yeye adwuma de yedin kwim di papa yede bebre oye Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia MPP who finfinman too osane ye hwe aba ye toe wo oye 2020 na Nado Danko Akufo-Addo His Excellency onya 19 constituencies owini but
seat no
saying Tikitibi na mama we lost our 9 of our 19 seats to the NDC. No, na yeguda yeri yehweduma there. Oye yankopon ya adoma. Mumunida autodation which is 7 December no. We'll go back for our seat. Na ye can Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia the victory no. So that we can have simple majority in parliament. All kwadu wo hoize. Uramufa on saying you on your
mo hwa ni musa seats dodo sen na moje.
Oh, I'm a father amazing Kanakano. We had 19 seats in losing 9. And we are going back for the 9 seats.
Okay.
Yeah. Only the Yaya Krado. Yaya where you might and 9 now free and son. We have a sunny catch fire 9. They cut 10 more 9.
Now, region mujo dear.
Oh, I'm of a baby. Yerkubiano campaign or Rukoye Papa.
Okay.
Just that it's independent in Sembina day, but on Moyen or Sunday, a Juma Yeri Biarano, I focus the Yeri Jumano Nayadama, Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia. Yes, independent candidate, Ebia Nature Margina Yershe, or Abatunumune Ebia Yerinya. But I can assure you, maybe an independent candidate we are winning that constituency.
I see.
Yeah.
And money abrepa.
Oh yeah, I'm a fire menzago. Osande, say you fail this election, Ghana form fine chain. Ghana form fine chain. There Yabama NDC. Ura John Dramani Mahama NDC Asanaba. What are they coming to do? Ura John Dramani Mahama. About the pa on a campaign for me who sorry you bill sorry I don't know. When you pay 1 minute I know I can share them by 24 hours. Nah, or that.
But Mamusa Koku nipa be break can say NDC one the candidate for buyer. About the son one for candidate for Rama.
Well, I personally supported Dr. Dufo.
Okay.
In our primaries is open knowledge. For the same reason, if you all the analysis that we did in terms of numbers from 2012, our President Mills car baby, our John Mahama take you over. 2012 to 16, 16 to 20. Every region, the numbers are going down. In Tanyami, one was on Okasa Volta region. Figures now you I can't say the MPP has now grown from single digits to about 14-15% in the Volta region. Under who? Under him. Not under Mills, not under Jerry Rawlings.
Yes.
It is him.
Yes.
So there's an issue. And I've just told you in the beginning that the CDD Afrobarometer report is saying, said the character traits, the attributes, the message of the candidate is what is going to be of utmost importance on 7th December. Not ethnicity, not religion. And I have always known that, especially when the two parties now have presented us with two people from the same geographical area of the country. You can't play ethnicity. And Ghana is a secular state. Muslims, Christians, we're in the same boarding house. Nobody's antagonizing anybody. We play football together. We are in the same places. So religion is really not an issue. Muslims go to mosques. Christians go to Muslims go to churches. Christians go to mosques. There is no issue. Until some time ago, Obi Koka said Dr. Baumia a religious prostitute, only because he was seen in churches and mosques at the same time. Like, come on, how do you say that? But that's the kind of politics that we are playing now within my own system, my own ecosystem. There's no deep thinking going on any longer. It's all about propaganda. And he said, this same EC, this Afrobarometer report, media is saying that the low public confidence in the EC at a particular point in time is because the NDC has been bastardizing the EC from 2020 non-stop and with increasing intensity. The trust level is falling because the NDC is consistently creating the impression that the EC wants to rig the elections for the MPP. And it's 1st October, IPAC, Dr. Mani Buama came and failed that IPAC forensic audit test. Yeah, I'm not forensic audit. Forensic audit of the voters register. But IPAC forensic audit, no, failure because you couldn't provide any evidence. 2 weeks down the line, 15th, I was there again. Of course, I know the Omane Amba, Ojamani deputy, from frying pan to fire. Can you believe that one of the issues that my people have been making noise about? They say, see, Isi Ashada Nodi, Memadi, Emma. Omunfa evidence, no brand, Omode, Edimbi Baye say, Ima, Abigail, Techi. Omubodi, them, Honina, Ima, 3 times. And I easy for this. Can you please give us the ID card number? To the ID card, to all of us are hearing. Omuboku good system, no a project, you know. Say Emma, Abigail, and I'm in Crawford. Say Ima. We are in secondary school, and when you guy name no. Sa guy name, a better entry hot da. I tell you, Ima Abigail, and one of the friends out baby school. But I sat with foreign observers, and the comments that they passed. Said last week, John Mahama was summoned to the United States. People don't know well. Some of us know. Yeah, he was sent. He was invited to the United States. Long and short, the follow-up from that visit to the United States, and then the American ambassador of Ghana, that the United States has issued a statement that. Oh, sir. That is the story. Yes. That is it.
I see.
Yeah. That is it. He was summoned to the United States. The follow-up of it is this statement from the American embassy here in Ghana that people who want to disturb
so
Ghana.
Afrobarometer reports no about bonten no confirm DNT as anima in ekoso.
But if they themselves were at the IPAC meeting and they noticed that all the noise you have been making, Ghana beshi, Ghana will burn, we will kill, we will destroy, we will do this.
Mobile so many evidence, and they were there.
You couldn't. So what you were telling them, in the open, you couldn't prove it. Same one set some questions, and I'm more answer.
It was so embarrassing.
And I'm deviating. But I'm white exam room there. Now you couldn't use your own questions to pass White's questions. I mean your own answers to pass White's questions, and you failed the exams. So that is why the American will now issue this statement and now me a friend, big brother, a friend. Say, Master, a lot of the things that you have been saying, now we are convinced. Send you now can in the massa into the bond. And yes, sir, you and some of your people, we will revoke your visas. You and your family people, you won't get visas. Those of you who have already, we will revoke them. And to make it even more poignant, go and sign the peace pact with the Peace Council and commit yourselves to peace.
So almost sign.
Just yesterday, haven't you heard that just yesterday, former President Mahama,
yeah.
Because he baby is watching. You bet him with Bibi Kakra.
But Oba flag bearer and penny for our party anymore. Was sank or dinner chief for campaign. Yeah, one way.
I don't. That one. This will be something for Nangaza. I don't know where they are. And Kanititi, President Mills, Rawlings. If they move, who say yes in penny for?
Yeah, Betty Mold, no money, ahoy, money, the penny for.
But President Mills even had a strategy to the extent that depending on the region, on that hotel, Diao, or better party chairman fee. So in Ashanti region, for example, or in a Jekum fee, no better. To make himself accessible to the party. Eastern region, or Hinikanefie. Upper East, Donald Adabre, or Winifie. I mean, this man, or Asin areas are, or Percival Crunchy, ADB, or Winifie, Cape Coast, or Wachanu Baby, and Nasa Nokasani Sister in Kamfwa. This is how the man created the. Today, the campaign office itself is in cantonments. How many people have access to cantonments?
So that idea now what the name why the demand?
Why?
Professor Mills.
Of course, yeah, and he himself understood that this is how it ought to be. And these American people calling, they funded by Panisa last year. NDC dìe.Koku Mahama office war cantonment. Show me your weapon.
Yeah. I'm going to your weapon.
So the invitation and the foreign bank Kazakazani say show me your weapon. Nyama mkoya on the office. So because cantonment is a prime area.
Yeah.
American embassy. Yeah. Israel, they are all there. Yeah. It is okay. Weapon. They've already blacklisted you, but they were believing up to a point. Say you had a case, and that the EC and easy person will be. After yes, I did. We are. They will say easy. And therefore, the last sentence said, you can't build trust in state institution when a major political party has an agenda against the institution and uses its might and numbers to denigrate the institution. So that is what is happening.
Serious.
This is the Afrobarometer
report. Yeah,
this is it.
Yeah.
I'm not reading any strange document.
Yeah.
So if your people are watching on these are the documents we are reading. So this is where we are. So and in this day of technology, this information
you can get it.
It moves like lightning.
Yeah. You can get it.
So everybody has done their report already and sized you up and said, "Masa, and now there you are. You are hamstrung. You are caught in there. So now go back on message. Go back and campaign. Go back on message. Go and convince people. If they will vote for you, they will vote for you. But stop the threats." And that's where we are, Mofa.
107.1 Suniha Omane for Koko Anyidoho CEO at the Mata Mills Institute and Ebon Komono na Yanko Central Region Kakra Nafi Yanshe and Yamahodwa Ekoso Ewo Koku where Enjamema Kwan was Yako some 5 minutes be na Mema Kwama Soroko na Yakauti Asem and ya switch bar Galamsey for Ensensem na Otina ni voter ebom na make magic for the MPP. Is it what any said
as for OT for a long time, I think even under President Mills, they started clamoring for region.
Yes.
So you will notice that President Mills appointed his first regional minister was Amenowode. Okay, so from the south or the middle belt. But after Amenowode, he appointed Ford Kamal. The late Ford Kamal became Volta regional minister under Atta Mills. Under John Mahama and Odema Helen in Tunsu. So even from Mills's time, we started understanding, say, the OT people were beginning to agitate small. Say Adeno has remained down south and the middle belt for too long. But Omuninaka region, so let's start giving them some space. So Ford Kamal came. Unfortunately, he passed. May his soul rest in peace. Then when John became president, he made Helen Tonsu a minister. So we began to realize that OT. Then they started agitating for region. And they said Nana Dobema Omu region. And they have their regional status now. So, hey, and the kind of development that is taking place in terms of road infrastructure in that belt. Because President Musa was going to do the Eastern Corridor Road right from Asikuma Junction through Yendi into Tamale. Only God knows why John Mahama, because there was a Chinese facility to that effect. And at John Mahama, the facility was truncated and the road was not done. And people know, the chiefs know that this is what was going to happen for them in our 1 year. And some government has come and done it. So for OTDA, and somebody was telling me this morning, I don't know how true it is. Say, yes, baby say Mahama Ba, he will bring OT and Volta back together again. I don't know how true it is. And so if it is true, and that's what the OT people have heard, and they are resisting and promising Dr. Baumia what they are promising him, well, so politics is a propaganda woman. So being the kind of must in front and
now they are fra.
Now they are fra.
Oh, they are fra.
It is obinuma fasa formula no odwin na moti. Say wo se wo ba. Obeyi regional status na free omo ho. Esa de omo beka volta ho. It's up to you to go and diffuse it. But obviously, and I make I say, even people like Domahini, haven't they changed it? Hasn't the narrative changed?
It changed.
So something is happening. Something is happening where, and what even the Domahini, what did he say? I'll say what G2 say, he has been criticizing the MPP, but Nukrebi Wahwa on to me in France here. Dr. Baumia, humility.
He said it.
No kasa. And it mean to me emphasis. So the man has some attributes, God given or acquired, that down one nobody can take away from him. And humility is key. Humility is key. Even the day he decided to get angry with his main opponent, John Mahama, Mahama said they couldn't attempt, say, Adena, ye bompire man on, yeah. Sebe, Okandia, say, even when Baumia got angry, he was measured. And me, you see, I like that anger. Because I remember President Musa getting angry at Harbor.
Yeah.
And it changed something. So we are creatures of emotion. So you don't say because I'm a leader I shouldn't get angry. No, as we I shouldn't get angry. Even Christ himself got angry and shipped people out of the church. That this is a house of prayer. I will not allow people to turn it into a den of thieves. So we are creatures of emotion. And it's good that at every now and then we show that we are not statues. So he got angry, but he was measured. He was measured in speech. And that's the difference. That's what people are analyzing.
Koku Secretary General of Commonwealth of Nations.
Well, that's a big one.
Yes.
I mean, GS elect of the Commonwealth heads of. I remember attending one or two of those meetings with President Mills, especially one in Trinidad and Tobago, where the late Queen herself was present. So it's a big thing. I don't think Ghana has gotten it before.
Yeah.
And I remember in my university days, the Commonwealth Secretary General at the time was Chief Emeka Anyidoho, a Nigerian diplomat par excellence. I mean, very well spoken, well cultured. So she has done the nation brown. For the president himself to have left Ghana to go and support her to win, it flies high the flag of Ghana among the Committee of Nations, and she's been foreign minister for 8 years.
Yes.
I believe that she has climbed a lot of ropes, and now that she sits on top of the Commonwealth as its main scribe and chief executive, it can only bring honor and glory to the Republic of Ghana. And so we wish her well. That she's lucky. She has secured a job for the future.
Perhaps
pension. What we are saying? Nana do pension, but ono they were secure future job. But
she's so lucky.
Oh, she's lucky. We wish her well. I mean,
no, can say the campaign no Nana do the leading campaign no. President Akufo-Addo is strong, sir.
Oh, Nana. Someone want to need this adu guy.
Maybe I also a foreign minister at Akufo. The links is there. The link is there.
Adu guy.
One of money do say adu show boy. The jamu do Samoa hono. Okoye show kakra. No, but it's a plus for the Republic of Ghana.
Yeah.
Kwame Nkrumah started here.
Yeah.
Up to now, we are doing it. That's why Ghana must not die. And that's why the international community also has a strong eye on Ghana. That no, our democracy cannot fail. Until Obi Opese, who best say or mind because of Niaope. Debbie. Once they are very sure that you have no real reason to destroy the country, so they say you go and sign the peace pact. Let them sign the peace pact and let us have this election. End it. That's why Ghana must not die. And that's why the international community also has a strong eye on Ghana. That no, our democracy cannot fail. Until Obi Opese, who best say or mind because of Niaope. Debbie. Once they are very sure that you have no real reason to destroy the country, so they say you go and sign the peace pact. Let them sign the peace pact and let us have this election. And at the end of the day, Nyankopon ebecheni to me. But like we are saying, Ghanaians know what they want: character, message, and the attributes of the person. And if somebody gives it to them, because what John Mahama is forgetting to accept is that, I mean, for example, debate here, then now no, you can say, but it's not your level. Charlie, level, bang. The level was given to you by Ghanaians. That level you're talking about, presidency, it was given to you by Ghanaians. It was given to you by Ghanaians and by grace. By grace. So if you have gotten there, and the debate is not about Baumiao, the debate is about us Ghanaians. The people, Omo was our level, no. Omo na institution be say, Omo Yejuma on behalf of Ghana for say, come and speak to Ghanaians. Odiya will say only Baumia enya debate na moye.
Yeah.
Into Baumia enya will level. Again, Ghana for now did attempt. Because that level we gave it to you. And on December 7th, Ghanaians will decide who they will give that level to.
Koku, I don't know, sir. US are seven now cano. Say a month for a lot of people are sending me messages. Say, US statement. I mean, this is what you movie now.
No, the United States Embassy in Ghana issued a press release yesterday.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay. I'm saying
yes, the press release.
Okay.
Yeah. So but you have it.
I have it.
Yeah. So you read it to them.
You see,
cautioning that anybody who wants to any group of people who want to destabilize the democracy of Ghana,
including individuals.
Mainly individuals. Yeah. And that it's not got anything to do with the general public.
No.
But specific individuals.
Yes.
And those specific individuals are political actors, including former President Mahama.
Yes.
And I am saying he was in the US last week. He was invited for this same purpose. And it was after that this statement was issued by the US Embassy here in Ghana. And so nobody is going to allow Ghana to bend. No. Not for political expediency.
Yes.
You can go and do that. Douse yourself in some petrol and burn yourself. But as for Ghana, you will not be allowed to burn Ghana.
Koku,